the crowd screams, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. Now, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
1st down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Texan ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watson, off play action. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 31, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. Texans football to start quarter 2.
They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice. Gains that one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 28-yard
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of Mecole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his 1st season.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 41 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go, and this will be caught at the 30.
Watson.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
To Darren Fells.
Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Extra point is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Hill, the intended receiver once again.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Texans 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Down, Houston.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man, the tight end fails. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Texans.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Harrison Butker on.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
14. First down, Houston.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson being chased out left, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. From the gun, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all.
That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 41, Texans 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's coming. We got double up. Like 31.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Chris Jones on the stop. It's a pickup of 6.
From the gun, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. 7 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Will Fuller.
Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Push him back. Safe.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Right there, 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Watson on first down. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
Now Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Watson sliding out of the... And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Texans 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's 3rd down.
And 14.
Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it was just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game